Running. I love running. Something about it just makes me feel like I'm capable of doing so much more, capable of going that extra mile. But I haven't always liked running. When I was in eighth grade, end of eighth grade, I gained weight dramatically. And going into my freshman year, I was pretty overweight considering my body frame, body size. And I was really pressured by my parents and my family to lose weight, to go back to this normal light weight that I was. And so I decided to join a sport, and I joined cross country because I wasn't really good at any other sport that I had tried. And whenever we did races and I started getting better and better, people were, praising me, oh, good job, you did so good. And it just felt really good to feel noticed finally, to feel like I was doing something right, something good. And the plus of that was that I started to lose weight. But even though I was losing weight, it just still wasn't enough. I still had to lose 5 more pounds, 10 more pounds. And everybody knew that went to school with me. If I wasn't in classes, I was working out. But even though I did all these things, I still felt fat. I still felt ugly. I still felt like I was unnoticed, especially by guys. Like, all my friends around me had boyfriends or guys that were talking to them, and then there was Loany. Nobody was talking to me. And I just felt because it was an issue, like there was something wrong with me. Like I wasn't skinny enough. I had to do more. And I was over-exercising and under-eating, but I still felt so empty. I felt so unsatisfied. I thought that would make me feel better to get attention from people, but it just made me feel worse. I started to realize that my identity was found in exercise and this self-image, to try to look better, be better. And I really was consumed by this. I didn't know who I was created to be. I didn't know that I was made for more. And I didn't exactly go to my creator to find out who he had created me to be. So people's comments didn't exactly help, but instead it enforced my insecurities. And I knew that Jesus was a solid place for my identity to rest. I knew that when my identity was found in Jesus, it wasn't threatened. But I still had this issue and struggled with this self-image, and I still found my identity in those things, even though I knew the truth, even though I knew where I needed to go. And so through these experiences, God really showed me that my hope was put in the wrong place. He showed me that I was going to all the wrong things, and I could hear him whisper, like, am I not enough? Just question me, like, Loany, when am I going to be enough? This is probably the hardest, phase of my life so far. And it made me seek and need Jesus more. And so I realized that anything that makes me need God more is a blessing. And so I would say that these years of my life were filled with blessings. These struggles were blessings in disguise. A verse that really, really helped me, a verse where God showed me, this is who you are, Loany, right here, was Psalms 139:14, which says, I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And that just warms my heart to think that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. He never stops loving me. And it was like my anchor verse. It was that verse I ran to when I felt the need to lose more weight to look better for some guy, when I felt like I needed a compliment, when I felt like I needed to count my calories again or run more miles. It was just, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Fearfully and wonderfully made. I found my, not self-identity, but I found my God identity. I am identified by my Creator, and I am dearly loved. I'm Loany Garrido, and Christ has broken my chains.